What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 49. So next week will be Episode 50. I wonder if Love During Lockup is going to go into 51 or if it's going to start Season 6. It should start Season 6, Episode 1, but we shall see once we get to it. But this episode... What was the episode title, you guys? This episode was titled High Risk Lies. Now, before we go ahead and just get into the episode, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then have me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss Life After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys. So what we're going to do with this episode, I would say we're not going to be on here that long, but you guys know how I typically go longer than what I expect to go, even when the episodes don't give me that much. But I don't intend to be here that long, but I'm pretty sure we will be. Now, the couples that we're going to talk about in order, I'm gonna get the people out of the way that I can't stand. There's two couples who I just want them just to go away because I can't stand them. They get on my nerves. And then there's a third one that I want to go away because they are very childish and immature. Now, you hear me say childish and immature, it's not going to be the couple that you guys think about. I'll definitely tell you guys who I think are the childish and immature couple once we get to them. But let's go ahead and start with the couple who, yeah, I just really want them off my television screen expeditiously. Bianca and Daniel. So I know you guys probably think that these are the childish and immature couple that I'm talking about. It's not. So Bianca and Daniel, what I will say is I was not listening to their scenes like that. So if I leave anything out that you guys want to discuss, leave it in the comment section because, like I said, I wasn't really paying too much attention to their scene. Now, I know that the scene opened with them with Bianca and her friend Haley at the bar. Bianca's once again talking about her and Daniel's sex life. And it's like, okay, girl, how many people do you have to tell about your sex life with Daniel? There are certain things that should be, something that be between you and your significant other and not between you and other people, but it's Bianca. So what can we expect, right? Or what else should we expect from her, right? So then she's also talking about how they're not using protection and the fact that if she were to get pregnant, she would be okay with it. And she would think that would make Daniel propose to her. I was like, that is an age-old trick that has never worked for anybody. Thinking that just by us having unprotected sex and me getting pregnant, that's gonna make a man put a ring on my finger. No, and even if it does, it's not gonna work out because it's for the wrong reasons. It's not because he's in love with you. It's because of that's the whole saying of they should be husband and wife. No, biblical stuff, right? But okay, whatever. I can't when I tell you I really can't with Bianca and Daniel, like I really can't with them. I really want to skip them in this week's episode, but I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about them. Since it's only one more week left of Life After Lockup, we can grin and bear it. We can do it. So the friend is looking at Bianca like she's stupid. I'm like, your friend is stupid. She's very dumb. She's immature. She's childish. Now, like I said there's a childish and immature couple. It's the couple, not person. Bianca is childish and immature, whereas when it comes to Daniel, Daniel does have some sense, and he is really starting to see things and think things through clearly, whereas Bianca is living in a fantasy world. So we see as they got back to the house, Daniel was introduced to the friend, and they went to bed. So the next morning they wake up and Daniel is asking this girl, like, so when's your flight? She said 11 a.m. He was like, don't you think you should be getting ready? I was like, ooh, Daniel's ready to push her out the door. But they did have a conversation with each other. This is where I tuned out, right? because the friend is trying to reason for Bianca, and it's like, ma'am, what are you trying to reason for? You can't force someone to want to get engaged. Like, you can't do it. You can ask them what the timeline is. You can ask them all the questions in the world, but it's ultimately up to Daniel when he wants to propose to this girl. And I don't really care. Daniel feels like he did love bomb Bianca. I beg to differ, right? Love bombing, right? Love bombing typically, not in all cases, right? Love bombing, you love bomb a person by presenting them with gifts and all this. You show them affection in many different ways, right? Actually, I actually kind of want to see if I can find the definition of love bombing, but I definitely disagree that Daniel did it, right? I disagree that Daniel did it. If anybody has love bombed, I really would say it's Bianca. So, I'm gonna read this to you guys. Love bombing is a manipulative tactic that involves showering someone with excessive affection in the early stages of a relationship. Excessive compliments, grand gestures, over-the-top gifts, and pushing for commitment. Now, who does that sound like to you guys? Pushing for commitment. Bianca. Over-the-top gifts. Like, she's the one with the money, not him. Grand gestures. Again, grand gesture. She moved from Florida to Arizona. Grand gestures. Excessive compliments. Now, he could have been giving her compliments while he was in prison, but this is Bianca. It says the goal to impress the other person, create a sense of indispensability, and evoke romantic feelings. But I'm going to read it one more time for you guys. Love bombing is a manipulative tactic that involves showering someone with excessive affection in the early stages of the relationship. It says the signs are excessive compliments, grand gestures, over-the-top gifts, and pushing for a commitment. So the person who, in this particular situation, who's done a lot of love bombing is Bianca. Like I said, the biggest grand gesture that Bianca did was moving from Florida to Arizona. And now she's pushing for a commitment for Daniel to marry her. She has the money. So she's doing things like, and she keeps talking about it. I've done this. I've done that. I've done this. I've done that. I've done this for you. Bianca's a love bomber, not Daniel. So Daniel, no, sir, it's not you. It's your girlfriend over there with the stringy, fucked up hair. Let's move on, because I don't want to talk about them anymore. All right, you guys. So the next couple on the list that I want to talk about, Melissa and Louis. When I say I don't want to see Melissa ever again, Louis, my good boy. You know, I'm happy that you have come out of prison and that you've done so many good things for yourself, right? You got a job, you're working, you're taking care of yourself. I'm pretty sure you're paying your restitution and all this kind of stuff, right? So kudos to you. What I will say to you is you can do much better than Melissa and that fucked up ass nose of hers. You can do so much better than that. So remember in last week's episode, Melissa's sister Sherry and her fucked up ugly ass friend Fran with them fucked up teeth were talking about how Louis got the ring, right? So Fran's old frumpy ass is talking to Melissa. Yeah, you know, Sherry was cool, but Donna was a lot. And so were you. But okay, Fran, go get your teeth fixed. How about that? Go worry about them crooked ass, your teeth are crooked. Your teeth are crooked and stacked. Go worry about them teeth. How about that? Go worry about them teeth. Again, I'm going to say, go worry about them teeth. That's what I'm going to say to you one more time. Instead of worrying about how Louis could afford that ring, how about you find a way to fix the teeth? Because especially this tooth right here, This tooth is crooked, but the bottom teeth is stacked. Worry about that, beloved. Worry about that. And before anybody try to say anything, well, you got braces, JB. I do. I have braces for a particular reason. I got braces because I can get these rubber bands on my teeth because my teeth sit on top of each other. There was nothing wrong with my teeth. My teeth are perfectly fine. They just hurt to sit on top of each other. So before anybody try to say something, well, you getting your teeth, I am getting my teeth to not sit on top of each other so that I don't grind as much as I have in the last few months and last few years. So yeah, if anybody got anything to say, there you go. That's why these braces are on my teeth. Fran, my teeth ain't never look like hers. Never have, never would, never will look like hers. I ain't never had a stacked tooth, and my teeth ain't never stacked on top of each other. My teeth ain't never been crooked. Ain't nothing ever been wrong with my teeth besides a little bit of a gap in my front tooth. That is all that's ever been wrong with my teeth. And I could have lived with that. But friends, sis, worry about your teeth. Worry about your teeth and not how Louis was able to afford that ring. Worry about them teeth. So, Fran has talked Melissa into going and getting this ring appraised. I was like, are you stupid or are you stupid, Melissa? You didn't even know what 2 carats was. But okay, now you're wondering if your ring is, how much your ring costs and where did Louis get the ring from. I was like, Louis, please break up with this heifer. Break up with her, right? So they went to go get the ring appraised, and the jeweler told them that, you know, the ring, it would be in the low 20,000s, right? If he were to sell it, right? And he went and did the appraisal on the ring, came back and told them that the ring was about $24,000. Then he told them that there's something missing on the ring that he said it. Now see, sir, you pissed me off too, because you said it's illegal, but then you come back and say, well, I don't think that, you know, I don't think that there's anything wrong with the ring. Then why did you mention this seal, this stamp, this whatever the hell it is? Why did you mention it, and why did you say it's illegal? Because now you got this dumb ditz over here thinking, well, did Louis get in a back alley? Girl, the man just told you that that ring costs $20,000. What fucking back alley you finna find a ring at for $20,000 that you're gonna spend $20,000 on? What back alley? What back alley, Melissa? You say stupid shit sometimes and it just be like, girl, you are dumb. Now, Melissa, you worried about that. You worried about $20,000 when your nose is fucked up. And I forgot how much you pay for that fucked up ass nose, but your nose is fucked up. You need to go ask the doctor for a refund on your nose, because your nose is just ugly as hell. Your previous nose looked better than this current nose job that you have. Then she takes her special ass back to Louis to question Louis. Louis, I would have told her, you know what, Melissa, because Louis told her he got a receipt, he got the seal, he got everything to prove that it's legit, right? Louis, I would have took that ring from her and said, you know what? How about this? How about I take this ring back and get my $20,000 and I can do something else with my money? Because that means you don't trust him. That means you don't trust him. See, Louis is a good one as compared to what Kim got over there. Because Kim got a bum living in her house that don't want to get a fucking job. Melissa, you could be with Kim. You could be in Kim's shoes. How about that? Okay. Calm down. Because Melissa, like, her and that friend really pissed me off. It's like, because I don't know what y'all trying to. And here's the thing. If Louis were doing something, if he got the funds illegally, or if he bought this, or if he stole this ring or bought this ring, so, you know, I don't think he would be on camera talking about that. Out of all the things Louis is, I don't think Louis is stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Louis is stupid. I don't think anything negative about Louis. Now, if Louis were high, maybe. Because we don't know what Louis did when he was high. But Louis, very much so, is sober. And see, with Melissa gets, like I said, Melissa gets on my nerves. You complained about him when he got out of prison and he bought brought his car. He got a job at the pizzeria. You complain about everything that the man does. It's like nothing he does is ever gonna be solid or good enough for Melissa, and that's a problem. Louis, ask for your ring back. Don't marry her. Run. All right, you guys. So now let's get to the childish and immature couple. Justine and Michael. I don't know where to start with these two. So, Justine and Michael are going to an appointment. You know, they're getting ready to have the baby, right? And I think they're at this point they were 2 weeks away from having the baby. Yeah, they were 2 weeks away. So, I'm guessing that she went to a specialist, and the specialist, you know, measured the baby, and I guess at this point the baby, I guess inside is way too, now I don't know, but it sounds like, you know, the way she's carrying him, it might be too compact in her, inside of her for him. So they're gonna have to have an, you know, emergency C-section to get him out. And I was like, this is the prime example of why you two are stupid and make irrational, dumb decisions. Y'all have 9 kids now between y'all. It looked like y'all couldn't barely afford the 8 that you already had. That house is small as hell. It's also dirty too, but that house is small as hell, right? Again, y'all got 9 kids. Y'all got 9 mouths to feed. So, and then y'all gonna have 2 babies, 2 infants at that. So, diapers, clothes, y'all finna double the prices of everything that y'all gotta do. It's like, are you serious? Y'all just don't do anything that makes logical sense, right? So, the OBGYN is telling them basically that with the way that the baby is growing, they're going to have to go ahead and take him now, right? And she's just telling them all the risk that could happen. And so Justine is going to have the baby that following Monday. So Michael keeps telling her to call her mom and tell her, right? So Justine calls her mom. Now, you can feel however you want to feel about Justine's mama, right? Do I think Justine, you know, when Justine was talking about how you know, she didn't want her Kylie's dad there when she gave birth. Her dad was there when she gave birth to Santana, and when she gave birth to Bentley, it was something her mom didn't take her to the hospital, right? So she walked, right? So you can say some things about Justine's mom, right? And I know somebody left it in the comment, and I'm actually going to go and read the comment that somebody left about Justine and her mother. So let's see, because I didn't remember this. But yeah, let me go somebody, because you guys know I like to give you guys your props when it comes to your comments. So I'm actually gonna go find this comment. It is from Limited on, child, I can't pronounce that. So I'm gonna show you guys, so you guys can see that comment, right? Well, so I'm gonna read the comment. So it says Justine's mom is so mad because she's the good hands. Apparently, her name is on the house and okay, I didn't read. I read it, but I didn't remember what I read. So apparently, Justine's mom's name is on the house and the vehicle. So she's sick of providing for her stay-at-home daughter, her minimum wage income husband, and their 9 kids living in high-priced housing, driving luxury vehicles. I get it. Which so yeah, if her mama is doing all that stuff for Justine, then Justine, you have a lot of audacity to talk about your mama, right? But what kind of really irritated me with Justine is the fact that you call your mom and you say, Mom, it's an emergency and I need you to get out here, right? And your mama's asking you what is the emergency, and you won't tell her what the emergency is, right? So your mom's like, you know what, I'll call you back after I leave an appointment. And Justine is in her feelings. And here's the thing. I know she's hormonal and stuff, but the problem that I have with this particular scene is like, Justine, you and Michael have created another life when you probably should not have. Ain't no probably. You guys shouldn't have gotten pregnant. You guys should have at least waited to get pregnant. Here's another thing I got a question for, Michael. So Justina's gonna get her tubes removed. Why don't you get a vasectomy? If Justine is your wife and you plan on staying with Justine, then that means you don't plan on having kids with no other person besides your wife. And if your wife ain't got her tubes, why can't you get a vasectomy? Inquiring minds would love to know why you can't get a vasectomy. Inquiring minds would love to know why you can't get a vasectomy. But whatever. If they like it, I love it. I don't really care. I just think that they are, when it comes to them, they just don't make the smartest decisions. And that's why I call them childish and immature. 20 minutes, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on from them too. So now we are almost through with the episode, right? Oh, God. Let's go ahead and get Teenie and Rob out the way so we can leave the last two couples. And I feel like I have a lot to say when it comes to them. Now, I have a question. Why in the hell were Rob and them kids eating breakfast outside? I ain't never ate breakfast outside. Never. I ain't never cooked breakfast in my kitchen and said, oh, let me go sit outside on the patio. And no. So it is Teenie's first day of work. And I'm using air quotes because I have so many questions when it comes to her first day at work, right? So she was on the phone with somebody, taking a phone call, but then she got off the phone to go to her personal phone. Your first day of work, you're on your personal phone looking at the camera footage of your family at home. Your first day of work. Your first day of work. Not your second. Not your first, not your second week. Your first day of work, you at your desk with your camera, with your phone like this, looking at your family. I don't know what job will let you do that. Because your first day of work, you're doing all your HR paperwork and any training that you got to take. But okay, it's her first day of work. Cool. So we see as Kate came over to the house because Rob has been texting Kate. Now I'm going to ask the question because I got the question. Because I heard Kate say his name at one point in this episode. Did she say his name is Lil Rob? What? Never mind. Shut up. So Kate and his brother came over. Why his brother got the Playboy bunny tattooed right here? Right here. I was so confused by that Playboy bunny. So Kate is talking about how she and his brother are hurting. Y'all hurting because him and his family don't live close to y'all in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Kate, it ain't all about you. You want to make everything about you, and that's the problem. Now, Rob, you lost me in this particular scene when Kate was talking about the fight with her and Teenie, because you sat there and said that Teenie did not put her hands on Kate. The survey says that's a lie. Also, what I will say is when Kate saw the kids, she did apologize to him. And I was like, Kate, you know what? I got my thoughts and my opinions about you, but that was actually very big of you to apologize to those kids. And I think it goes along. It shows that you're not as bad as you come off. I was here for it, Kate. I was glad that you apologized to those kids. Now, going back to Rob. Sir, you really lost me when you said that Tina did not put her hands on your mama, that your mama hit her first. No, sir. Teenie pushed your mama in the mouth. Your mama swung on Teenie. We're not going to sit here and rewrite history. That is what we're not about to do, is try to rewrite this history. Your wife absolutely put her hands on your mama. And Kate had every reason to be upset. I wasn't even mad at Kate. I was not even mad at Kate. That is all we got with Rob and Teeny. If I left anything out, which I know I didn't, because that's all that we had with them, we can discuss it in the comment section. Now let's move on and go to the bottom of the barrel of worse. I don't know where to start up with this, because these next two couples, both of them are terrible. I feel like we should start up with, oh God, I do not know who to start up with, because they both are stupid in this episode. You know what? We'll say the worst for last. And we'll say the worst for last because I just saw something on social media that I want to talk about. Let's talk about Kim and Joey. Kim, you are a terrible, terrible, terrible person. And a crappy mom. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you don't love your boys, because I definitely do believe you love your boys, but you're more concerned about Joey than it seems that you are about your kids. Because the minute that you suspected that Joey was back on drugs, you should have put Joey out. And then the fact that Joey left last week's episode in that car, you should have took them keys back from Joey and took the house keys from him and said, "No, sir, Joey, you ain't coming back in my house." And then in this episode, we see Joey come back to the house at 1 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So the next morning, Joey wants to come and take another drug test. I said, girl, if he's stupid enough to buy this, that he wants to take another drug test. Now, Joey did say something that is possibly true, right? There is a slim possibility that the drug test from wherever she got it from, it could have been defective, right? That is, we know that happens, right? Just like with a pregnancy test, they're not 100% accurate, right? Just like with those COVID tests, they weren't 100% accurate, right? You can get a false positive. So we know that. So Joey is so eager to take this drug test. So Joey goes and takes the drug test, right? He ready to pee this time, but you were stalling in last week's episode. So Joey takes the drug test, right? Joey passes the drug test. And Kim was like, well, how did you pass everything this time, but the one that you failed last time, you just miraculously passed it this time? He's like, because I didn't have any drugs in my system. I was like, a lie, I don't care who tell it. Joey, you went to a smoke shop. You probably went to a smoke shop. I would say you probably got synthetic urine, but I don't think he got synthetic urine. I think Joey got something that flushed his system. Because Kim asked him, like, she Googled it, and she was like, it can stay in your system to up to 3 days or something like that. I was like, you dumb dunce. He probably went and took something to clear his urine. Like, come on. Again, you can go to a smoke shop. You can get synthetic urine. You can go to a smoke shop and get something that will flush your system, detox your system in 24 hours. How do I know? I know. Now, have I ever done that stuff? No. But how do I know? I've Googled it before, especially when I was looking for, when I would be looking for jobs, and I know that I done smoked weed quite a few weeks before, right? I've even thought about it because there was one job interview that I went on. They were like, "Oh, we do hair follicle." I said, "Excuse a who? Excuse a what? Hair?" I was like, "Well, that works for me because I ain't got no hair on my head." Well, they were like, "Well, we can take it from your back." I said, "Nah, y'all ain't taking nothing from my back because that hair doesn't shed, because you don't cut that hair as hair on your back or on your armpits and stuff like." Because I was like, they were like, "Wherever you're the most hairiest at," I was like, "Well, that's my armpits and my back," and that's because you don't shave that hair as much, right? So if you don't shave it, it's gonna stay in that hair a lot longer. So I was like, "Oh, we're gonna buy some shampoo, right? Because you can buy some shampoo to clean your hair." Like, Kim, you're stupid. But Joey passed the drug test. Congratulations to you, you idiot. Kim, you're stupid. So the next thing we see is Kim. So I had to take Joey to the courthouse because Joey has to go to a 90-day treatment program. I said, "Say what?" She said he had to go to a 90-day treatment program So let Kim tell it. Joey only tests positive for THC because Joey went to a vape shop, bought a vape, and in the vape, whatever's in the vape, it's legal. But when you take a urinalysis, it comes back positive for THC. I said, girl, it probably came back with positive for THC and that cocaine that he had in his system. So Joey's failed the drug test now 3 times. I was like, girl, he failed the drug test now 4 times. Probably he failed it 3 with his PO and he failed it once with you. But okay, Kim. Joey back on that shit. Joey's on that shit. I don't care what you say. So we see as Kim has moved into a new house, right? Got pictures of her, the kids, and Joey all over the house. I was like, girl. Then we found out that the kids is calling Joey dad. I said, I know you fucking lying. Girl, you just, whatever, Kim. Whatever. So Tatum came over, right? And, you know, she's like, where's Joey? She said he's in rehab. And Tatum's like, well, that might be an opportunity for you. You might need to leave him. Kim's like, that's not going to happen. I said, my God, today, girl. Yo, kids. And then you lie to your kids about where Joey is. And your kids are calling him daddy. Girl, okay. If you like it, Kim, I don't. I absolutely detest it. So then she told Tatum she got the DNA test results. She don't want to open them. I was like, I know you don't want to open them because you're worried about paying that ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband back that child support, because I still feel that Kim knows for a fact that little boy is Joey's son. Because if you weren't worried about it, and if you knew for a fact that Kason or whatever, whichever one of your kids it is, if you knew for a fact that your ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, is his father, you'd be like, girl, yeah, girl, the test results came back. It confirmed what I already knew. Joey ain't his daddy. His daddy is his daddy. But you ain't doing that because I ain't even say a 50%. Girl, you got a 95% doubt. Because I think 5% of you knows that Joey's possibly that daddy. Not even 5%, 90%. The 95% of you. Because the 5% of you thinks that the 5% of you is the one that probably think that maybe your ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, is the father. But that other 95% of you thinks and knows it's Joey's. But okay, whatever. So Tatum opened the results, and we ain't gonna find out in this week's episode who the father is. It is what it is, you guys. Did I miss anything with Kim? Oh, let's talk about this real quick. So Kim was crying, talking about he's gonna miss Kason's first day of kindergarten. He's gonna miss my birthday. And he's gonna miss the other little boy's birthday. I said, girl, Kim, shut up. Kim, go to hell. Kim, get off my television screen. Kim, go away from me with this bullshit, Kim. Go away. That's it, you guys. Let's wrap up with the worst of the worst. All right, you guys, so you may notice that I have my other glasses on because I've switched glasses because I had to re-record this particular segment of my Love After Lockup review because the video got FLAGGED, right? And I was like, great, just perfect, right? So we're ending the episode with, zucchini, Zimbabwe, everything under the bus, right? Zero. That's what we're just gonna call her every kind of Z name I can think of, because I don't see it for her at all. So before I actually came on camera to do the review earlier, I was on Twitter. My bad, guys. This microphone is twisted all up, so I'm trying to get it untwisted, but it's not working. But we gonna be here, you guys. So, like I said, I was on Twitter earlier today. Hope you guys heard what I was saying, but I won't really say much. But I was on Twitter today, right? So I guess this must have happened last night. This whole stuff that's going on between Zulu and Ogre and Yana. Woo, child, y'all. It's a hot. When I tell y'all a hot mess, it is a hot mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Facebook post, and I'm gonna bleep myself on certain things that I say, right? So play with me. This is from Zip. So Zit says, I'm gonna keep this up for today because it's been a lot in all caps of lying going on. Yana, I know you're gonna see this post, so this is for you. Please let's not get on the internet and in all caps lie. Stop telling people we have an issue. July 2024, I saw you off camera with your mother after, in all caps, we finished filming, in all caps, both seasons. Baby Troy came to stay with us for a week at that time, and I sat in your, in all caps, car so we can finally meet face to face. Yes, we, in all caps, both have exchanged, you mean to say exchanged words in the past, and your videos was put out as if I said things recently. The Facebook comments you're referring to wasn't no jab. I was giving a I was given a real explanation. Prior to that comment, you already had an issue, in parentheses not related to me, and you used that to have a problem. You're around Karen, right? You mean to say you're around Karen? Look at what you say about her. You know what's up. I love Baby Troy, and I don't care what, in all caps, the world says. Girl, that's a lie if I ain't never heard a lie in my life, right? It says, I know what conversations her and I have had by ourselves, and both of these are in all caps, when she's in Syracuse. I've been silent and haven't even mentioned her name out of respect for her mother. All these messages are from you, Yana. The comments are going off because this isn't a debate. These are, in all caps, facts, especially when she herself said, F the TV. She knows what it is. I'm not the type to go back and forth, but the truth is the truth. I've done everything to have a cordial relationship. It's always up and down. As far as that episode, yes, it was messed up how they played that scripted ass scene. Girl, that scene was nowhere near scripted, but okay. If that's what you want to tell yourself that lie. And I can understand if you don't want me around, that's cool. But genuinely know that I love that little girl. I honestly wish things like this weren't brought to social media and be said to, in all caps, me, instead of blocking me. When you're ready to talk, let's talk. It's not even about us. Whatever I need to do so that we can move forward and or so Troy can see the baby with no issues, that's what I truly want. Now she spelled TRULT, but I know she meant truly want with the red heart. So let's see. Oh, so here's another comment where somebody said, did she ink Troy? It says he's not the first one. She definitely loves grabbing, knives and running after men. So then I'm assuming this message right here that I'm about to read is from Yana to Zit Zag, whatever we're gonna call her. It says, you really are an evil ass bitch. Just say you're mad. You constantly gotta call your mom because you can't be a grown woman by yourself. And you're mad that you don't got Troy. LMAO. You just hurting yourself. HO. Let me catch you around. I'ma bink the FUCK out of you. You're an evil ass B word who's scary AF. Always gotta hide behind the internet or your mammy or your mama or your mommy. There's nothing to expose other than you are a pro who had a baby with a ninja cool with your first baby father. Now he back in jail and you look dumb AF. You play with my ninja, I'ma play with you. B word. And you're blocked. I'ma keep messaging you until you change your number since you wanna be so tough online. LOL. And then also, Yana let it be known that Miss Zebra Stripes over there was a former Stripper. I said, I know you lying, and she showed the video of her. I was like, oh, girl, Yana is clocking your teeth. So this episode with that woman, Zucchini, we still at Community Day. So what I'm gonna say about Community Day is I don't give a hot diggity dog damn about Community Day. It's BS, right? You caused all that ruckus when that man was getting ready to go get his daughter. So I don't care about Project Heal. I don't care about you. None of that. So I'm not gonna talk about that because I just don't care about it, you guys. So then she gets in the car. Troy was sitting on the car. And then she gets out the car, talking to Troy, gaslighting the hell out of Troy, telling Troy, well, you were texting other women. I said, ma'am, you have no proof that he was texting other women. Basically saying he was texting other women, so that's why she went off. No, ma'am, don't gaslight this man. That man ain't did nothing. That man didn't do anything to elicit that reaction from you. You are a nutcase, and I can't stand that lady. When I tell you I can't stand the lady, she gets on my nerves. If I never see her again on this show, it'll be too soon, right? So she apologizes to him. I call BS and I call, as the kids say, cap, right? Troy, I have a problem with you too, because you could have said forget Project Heal. Your mother and your daughter were sitting at a train station waiting for you to come pick them up. You could have asked production, like, yo, can y'all please go get my mom? They put you in the back seat of the production van. You could have called an Uber for them. There are so many things you could have done to get your mama and your daughter to where you were, but you didn't do it. You didn't do it. So I don't really have any empathy for Troy. Now, do I think Troy needs to get away from this crazy batshit lady? Yes. So after that, we see Troy. So he and this lady over here, Zigzag, they going to go see Yana, right? So Zap is putting on makeup. I'm like, girl, that's your problem with your skin now. You dabbing on all that damn makeup, caking it on your face. But you know, we'll keep doing it because you look horrible. Why are they dressed? I also noticed they were dressed alike. I was like, wait a minute, why are these two fools dressed alike? I didn't care that much, but whatever, right? So Yana shows up, right? And I agree with Yana when Yana told Troy, like, you owe baby Troy an apology. Absolutely do. Because like I just said a few minutes ago, Troy, you could have found any way to get to your mama and your daughter. You always quick to walk on your feet. Like, you could have found a way to get there too. That dude that you called in what episode was it? Whatever episode that was, that dude that you called to come pick you up. You could have called that man and said, yo, bro, man, Zimbabwe over here, she tripping. And I need you to come pick me up. But you didn't do that. But you let your mama and your daughter sit at the train station to the point that Miss Karen said, I'm going home. Despite how you might even feel about Miss Karen, neither she nor that little girl deserved the treatment that they got from that. And Miss Karen was right when she was talking about, this girl over here, whatever her name is. So I also agree with Yana when she was like, Troy, I'm not going to sit here and have a conversation with your wife in front of me. And I was like, I agree with you. I agree with you. Don't have a conversation with Zoom over here. Like, don't have a conversation with Zoom Zoom. Hell no. So Troy is like, yeah, I apologize to Troy. Where is she? Yana's like, she ain't here. So then he walking over toward Yana's car and like, you said you were bringing my daughter. So where is she? She's like, Troy, ain't nothing in my car got nothing to do with you. And Yana was also telling him, like, with you and her, like, y'all argue with each other. Like, y'all need to figure y'all stuff out before my child comes around. And I was like, I agree with that, Yana. I agree with everything that Yana was saying. So then when Troy got up to walk over there to Yana's car, and Yana was like, Zenith, this is the point where you can get up and you can go and say something to your husband. She's like, that's between you and your baby daddy. I said, ma'am, that's your husband. Be like Troy. Calm down. You were telling him to be calm before y'all got, you know what? Like Yana said, she's just as childish as what I was like, she really is. I don't like that girl. After next week's episode, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, don't bring her back. Do not bring that lady back. That is the episode, you guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves, guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.